Choosing the right tennis racket is pivotal for improving your game and achieving greater success on the court. Before making a decision, it's essential to familiarize yourself with various elements that compose a tennis racket, including head size, weight, balance, and grip size. While some aspects may be subjective and based on personal preference, there are fundamental guidelines to follow to ensure you select a racket that aligns with your playing level and style. For example, if you're a beginner player looking for more power and forgiveness on your shots, you might opt for a racket with a larger head size and a lighter weight. Conversely, a more advanced player seeking greater control and precision may prefer a racket with a smaller head size and heavier weight. By understanding these elements and considering your individual needs, you can choose a racket that enhances your strengths and addresses your weaknesses, ultimately elevating your performance on the court. Head size and shape. The racket head size, which measures the area where the springs form the face of the racket, falls into three categories: mid-size, mid-plus, and oversized. For instance, a mid-size racket typically ranges from 85 to 97 square inches. This is a 97 square inch racket. This head size affects two crucial aspects of your game: power and control. In terms of power, a larger head size behaves like a trampoline, providing a higher rebound effect when hitting the ball. For example, when a ball strikes a larger head size, it sinks in, resulting in a greater bounce effect from the springs and thus more powerful shots. However, while larger heads offer a larger hitting area and a bigger sweet spot, they may compromise control as they feel harder to maneuver and deliver less precision. This trade-off between power and control illustrates the impact of head size on a player's performance on the court. Length of the racket. The length of a tennis racket, measured from the butt of the handle to the tip of the head, typically ranges between 27 and 29 inches, with 27 inches being the most common and 29 inches the maximum allowed in both professional and non-professional tennis. This measurement is crucial as it directly affects a player's reach and maneuverability on the court. For instance, a longer racket allows for a greater reach, enabling players to make contact with the ball further away from their bodies. However, this advantage comes with a trade-off, as longer rackets are generally more challenging to maneuver, especially for shots close to the body or net volleys. Therefore, while a longer frame may provide added reach, players must consider their playing style and preferences to strike the right balance between reach and maneuverability for optimal performance. Weight of the racket. The weight of a tennis racket, measured in grams or ounces without springs, is a critical factor influencing its performance on the court. A heavier racket offers more power, stability, and shock absorption, making it ideal for players who rely on aggressive strokes and seek maximum control over the shots. For example, a player with a powerful baseline game may benefit from the added weight of a heavier racket, allowing them to generate significant pace and depth on their ground strokes. Conversely, a lighter racket is easier to maneuver and less fatiguing on the player's upper body, making it suitable for players who prioritize speed and agility in the game. While it's possible to increase the weight of a lighter racket using methods like adding lead tape, reducing the weight of a heavier racket is nearly impossible, emphasizing the importance of choosing the appropriate weight based on individual playing style and preferences. Balance of the racket. The balance point of a tennis racket, referring to the point along its length where weight is evenly distributed between the head and the handle, plays a significant role in determining the racket's performance characteristics. An evenly balanced racket would have its balance point precisely in the middle of its length, with weight distributed equally between the head and the handle. This balance is measured unstrung as the distance in millimeters between the butt cap and the balance point. Rackets are categorized into three main balance types: head heavy, head light, and even. A head heavy racket with its center of gravity shifted towards the tip typically has a balance point greater than 350 millimeters and is favored by baseliners for its added power and stability. Conversely, a head light racket with its center of gravity shifted towards the handle and a balance point less than 330 mm is often preferred by volley players for its maneuverability and control at the net. An evenly balanced racket falling within the 330 mm to 350 mm range offers a blend of power and control suitable for various playing styles. For example, a baseliner might opt for a head-heavy racket like the Babolat Pure Drive, known for its power and stability, while a volley player might choose a headlight racket like the Wilson Pro Staff, prized for its precision and maneuverability at the net. Swing weight. Swing weight is a dynamic measurement that complements the static measurements of weight and balance in a tennis racket. It represents the perceived weight of the racket when swung and depends on factors such as racket size, weight, and weight distribution. For example, a head-heavy racket typically has a higher swing weight than a head-light racket of the same weight, and a longer racket tends to have a higher swing weight compared to a shorter one of the same weight. A higher swing weight means the racket will feel heavier when swung, requiring more effort to handle but offering increased power and stability and acceleration on each shot. This dynamic aspect of swing weight contributes significantly to a player's overall feel and performance with a particular racket. Frame fitness. When considering the stiffness of a tennis racket, it's essential to understand its implications for power, control, and comfort. For example, a flexible racket absorbs more power upon impact, providing greater control and comfort as it deforms to cushion the ball's force. On the other hand, a stiffer racket deflects less upon contact, resulting in more power but potentially sacrificing control. Additionally, the stiffness of a racket affects how shocks are transmitted to the player's arms, with a stiffer frames often being less comfortable due to stronger vibrations. Stiffness is commonly measured using the RA method, which assesses the racket's flexibility when a static force is applied. However, it's crucial to recognize that this measurement doesn't fully capture the racket's overall stiffness, as dynamic components like bending, torsion, and compression stiffness also contribute to the player's perception of stiffness. Therefore, when selecting a racket, it's important to consider how its stiffness aligns with your playing style, preferences, and physical characteristics to optimize your performance on the court. I hope these guidelines have helped you in deciding what type of racket you would like for yourself. So now, to enjoy more tennis content, hit that subscribe button and share your feedback in the comments area. And see you in the next video. Bye bye.